Good afternoon. Fantastic Friday has given way to what we hope will be a super Saturday here at the Masters. Just 4 men left chasing down the £250,000 first prize. John Higgins, Dave Gilbert up this evening. First, it's very hard to really be confident about picking a winner here. Just sit back and enjoy it. Unless, Joe, you want to be brave and stick your neck out.
Well, if Ronnie O'Sullivan and Jimmy... And he's got both sides of the coin. He's got the safety and he's got the attacking. Good opening red from Bingham.
Guaranteed 60,000, guaranteed 100 if they reach the final, so another 40 on top. So the money really is going up now.
Serious stuff. Just potted the green. A little thick. And that's why he hasn't finished on the red as he wanted.
Stuart Bingham 4.
I do think it's an interesting day. I think all 4 players. John Higgins played so well last night, of course, against Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's the man with the real experience of winning the major titles. Bingham, though, won this last year. Dave Gilbert came into the event backstage just having a little yawn. He's quite hard to read, isn't he? Quite inscrutable, which I think is a good thing in snooker.
Yes, in control of his emotions, that's for sure. And that's what makes... It's often been said, an old head on young shoulders. Hard to get that kind of scenario, but he's got it.
Well, also, he knew all the tricks, didn't he, from a young age, getting that practice with Bingham before he played him in that Asian Tour event and then beating him 4-0. Cheeky scam. I'm guessing, Joe, you enjoyed last night. I was
Former snooker player. It was an absolute delight. It was great to see 2 players at the top of the form. There was only 1 or 2 shots that separated the players.
Higgins. So, yeah, it was a great advert for the game, I think.
Yeah, any young players looking at the game, wanting to be a professional, know what the target is. Play the cue ball back to the balk area for fear of leaving that red on. He's pushed one over that other corner pocket, though. In trying to cover the red over the right corner, he forgot about pushing one over the left corner. So, could I get the cue ball back down the table? Yeah, all the top spin on the cue ball stopped it. Always nice to see those long reds go in, though. Even though it was close to the pocket, it wasn't a gimme.
Bingtao 1.
Green. Would be an attacking shot to play. There's the black into play. And he's got that cue ball where he wanted it. Good attacking save and a red on. Maybe just land up to this red rather than play back down the table. And that cue ball ran pretty true.
Well, they did a good job, clearly, overnight on the...
Good pot. Found that path nicely. And he's on the yellow. Really young Bingtao. It was a good pot there. Although didn't play that one as well as he wanted.
He was in line for the high break till Higgins made the 1-4-5.
4.
Just short of pace.
Nine.
Red by the black spot. Problem is, if you play for the black now, It may be tied up.
10.
It may go on the pink spot. Well, he could play this.
$16.
Yeah, 4 players have defended the Masters. Stephen Hendry, Paul. Happy birthday, Cliff.
Yeah, hope he's keeping well. Yes, he was aware of the in-off there. That's why he didn't hit it harder. Try and get the right side up if he can get onto that red. Difficult to get to it, though. Don't forget to pot the blue.
Yeah, that red on that black spot has really
Stuart Bingham,
complicated
22.
everything, didn't it? And eventually he's broken down.
Cue ball's close, but safe. Found the gap nicely.
Stats, Bingtao 87%. His first 2 matches, Bingham 82. Left a chance there though.
1.
Yeah, difficult pot. And a pretty good kiss.
Oh, not behind the black.
Of all the places to land, eh?
Four.
Just again in no man's land there. Most important.
Bravo. Stuart
Trying to
Bingham,
use the green, but very difficult to play safe off those type of reds. He's no choice though. So easy to catch these thick, which he has done. Now, what's the result? A nice easy starter. Reds surrounding the pink. Stay on the black or blue. Oh, but he's missed the easy red. He's got the shot that he played, but it's going to cost him dearly, that.
Yeah, again. Bingtao, of course, did win a ranking event last season, the Riga Masters. I don't know, as I say, he's quite inscrutable. Doesn't give much away, which is, I think, in snooker, quite a good way to be.
Pocket, so if it doesn't, I have to play up for the blue.
7.
Not hard enough for the blue. Shot this to play with the rest when you've got an easy pink.
$50.
He's had a couple of very easy chances. Just a couple of relatively easy balls, which has given young Bingtao this chance.
$23. $31.
Wanted to be absolutely straight on the pink. Just going away from the red, but yeah, he can hold.
$38.
Yeah, the only problem really is, see it? And now he's in young Bingtao's
45.
hands. No. What a let-off. And he's left the green on. So
Young
Stuart
Bingtao.
Bingham didn't pay
45.
the price.
Bingham needs the 5 colours.
$3.
Just mindful still of that black under his waistcoat.
Yep,
7.
not the best position on the blue.
$12.
Played it well.
Well, he must have thought he'd thrown the frame away.
$18.
This whole frame really like the match. And in it goes. If he relieved, he must have thought he'd thrown by 1 frame to 0.
And young Bingtao was World Amateur Champion. Incredible performance for somebody of that age. I had a little chat with him earlier. He's
a long way off that attempt there. Just a bit awkward now with that red up.
1.
well, in the cracking pot. And look what he left the cue ball. Not now, he doesn't.
Stuart Bingham 1.
Oh, when the red needs to pull up, and it has. Been in the road.
One. Yan Bingtao 1.
That might be the pink.
Foul, unless.
And
1.
nicely played round the angles.
Nine.
The top corner. Can't play off the black. But you've got to pot the pink.
Yan Bingtao 9.
One thing is as well, he moved the pink out the way there, which makes it better for Stuart. That's the one I was on about. He hasn't got
Foul.
the plant, he's got the white.
Stuart Bingham 1.
So both players are just struggling a little bit at the start.
Well done.
9.
If he could knock a sizable break in here,
17.
Could leave yourself on 2, maybe 3 reds here. There's a bit of check side, back up. Yeah, well played.
23.
He was okay at that time out of the blue.
$29.
Yeah, and hold the cue ball. So he's not-
35. $43.
Be nice to clear these up to make it.
Yeah, I think
51.
this is the feature of what his, expression says. He's not flash. I've been saying the same thing all week about him. He's not that type, making the most of it. But if you don't do your stuff,
Can't make the century break now. He needed
63.
and does it very well.
69.
Well, you've got to admire all these Chinese players that come over, a lot of the effort they put in.
72.
Yeah, apparently they are just very early. Tough to get your hand on the
76.
table. Got to be there at the crack of dawn.
81. 87.
It's a great effort from... Okay, he needed a few
94,
chances.
okay.
Stuart Bingham
Gambling.
let him off the hooks. Stuart gets frame 3 underway. And I think possible. Can you imagine, John, if they had been at the Ali Pali with the match last night?
Better every year. And from the original 1,500 spectators to 17 to now up to near 2,000. So certain Mr. Detailer on there as well. 1987, I think, Dennis, was it?
1.
He might be able to...
Yeah, that's the shot we were talking about in the last frame. And this is where Stuart's usually at his best.
7.
Playing quicker.
$13.
Playing at his best. It's the middle pocket here. And he's done it again. It's amazing.
It's a great opportunity. Options.
8. $23.
He's got such a solid stance and cue action he
30.
has.
He's played granite safety play and forced a mistake or ripped a cracking pot play. If you don't do your stuff and you keep making mistakes, he
37.
will capitalise.
Yeah, just finished a little off.
43.
No problem.
Yeah, nicely struck. As you say, Dennis, right. Yeah, you have to run through and take it for the middle.
Just
55.
needs one.
To see what he's going to do.
Played at enough
Yeah,
pace
Bingtao.
that the
62.
red came away from the pot. And it's a good cue ball, but I think the Browns blocked. Well, he didn't, and he's
It could be a problem.
1.
Right-handed,
8.
so he's going to have to play the pink and get in. He caught the jaw there, but he.
15.
Well, he went the other way through brown and yellow and played it very well. Against the run of play, you'd have to say. Certainly in this frame.
22.
final.
25. 29.
Shouldn't be a problem.
34.
So somehow, for all the world, like he was out of this one, but you have
40.
to say this has been a brilliant from Stuart Bingham. What a clearance that was, and he puts his cue down. Yes, Dennis, if anybody knew how to steal a frame, Mr. Davis was certainly one of them. I think the Darling of Dublin wouldn't be far behind either. One was just, well, a safety shot that couldn't have come out any better if you'd have been doing it on a video game. For Stuart Bingham to play that was Dave, but produced his best in the important time of the match in the final furlong. Made 260s the last couple of frames, and
No.
it's funny that, Dennis, you mentioned
It. I thought he was snookered on that one. The jaws would help here.
good shot that, and beautifully played. That's as good a shot as he.
Probably
No.
didn't intend to leave that. He just. This was Jan.
Ended up playing in an area where if he didn't get that, he'd be on this one.
17.
Slight change. And now he's back in prime position again. Very fluent break builder, got a lovely touch.
23.
Um,
$29.
Just very well played indeed. From a very awkward position.
37.
There's another example of a lovely touch.
45. $51.
And there's a few more to come after that. Delightful cannon there.
Of your arsenal is working.
59. $67. 74.
25 this season.
Yeah, and he'll be enjoying his mid-session cup of tea because he'll ruin a couple of missed opportunities. And
81.
good scoreline for Stuart Bingham, knowing he's been
87.
We've had 25 centuries in this year's Betfred match. Oh well, he powered it in, so he won't be too disappointed about that.
87.
No, Stuart was just relaxing. I think he was having a little chat on his phone. Wow, what an opening pot that was.
properly. Well, he's on it.
Oh, it needs to pull
5.
up. He's lost the cue ball. I just detected a little. Oh dear. That was a bit of an effort. You know, he might be on a red here, but once again. Well, that cue ball's very close to the pocket.
So this should be a simple little up and down with a bit of check side. More difficult. Oh,
Oh,
1.
just a great pot, full stop. I mean, you might.
no. In fact, he didn't play a screw shot. Is the blue going to come to his rescue?
Fitting reading more about the cannon than actually potting the red there. So
1.
it's a very strange match at the moment. There's matches generally have a pattern by that part of the match, but
Brew required.
which he's got. Oh, where's the cue ball?
Well played. But look where the cue ball's gone. He's lost the cue ball again.
Bingtao. 50.
There's 1, 2. There's the third cushion. Here comes the fourth cushion. Wasn't a bad effort.
1.
And good clean pot that was. Scoring again. There's Jan Bingtao.
8.
I think what we can see, Dennis, as well from this frame gone.
As you can see, he didn't
11.
come far enough up the table for that red.
$18.
Didn't quite.
Which he has. And that was a cracker.
26.
Because when you play with that amount, he practiced at the mid-session interval, and it looks as if
34.
He's never negative attitude from Jan Bingtao.
42.
He's not frames on him, so he'll be trying to
49.
stamp his authority on this match.
there's an awful lot of players out
56.
there, even in the amateur game, that are brilliant, but
Fabulous for the last 2 years, but in that match in
63.
particular, he had enough chances to win 2 matches. Bingtao, but at the moment gives him a bit of trouble, which, in fairness, he gives to everybody.
66.
yeah, I mentioned at
70.
the beginning of the frame, he seemed to
70.
But is this young Chinese player that's come out after
81.
the mid? He starts
88.
the frame after the mid-session interval with that. Well, we are certainly enjoying it, and I'm sure you are at home. Not the best of. Knocking them in at the moment.
Anything of note, and it's to his credit, his match play experience. It's, as I say, I mentioned the earlier Dave Gilbert's match with Kyron Wilson. All credit to Dave Gilbert, he'd find a way. At the moment Stuart's doing that, and well, he's not even firing on 3 cylinders.
He's avoided that red. But he may have left a gap through to it.
Good shot. And now I bet you he wishes he'd played the dump shot.
One.
And that wasn't a miss hit, that was on the left hand side. That was the one I was on about, and because of that he's missed the cannon. If that red on the left wasn't there, he'd have been playing that straight away.
He's obviously read your book, John.
Tell you something, that was beautifully cued, wasn't it?
6.
Lovely.
He nearly bushed the back of the pocket. He hit that so hard, but he had to do. Amazing. Well, I think he put that much left-hand side on it. It took it away from the. I think the yellow's going to come to the rescue. But even if he could get to the 1-0.
Yep.
One.
You can do.
Bingtao 1.
That's a sort of a mini dump shot there, where he. And that's changed the complexion of the frame completely now that the black's in the open.
Good shot. Good reply that. Top of the table from Yan Bingtao.
He got the path correctly. Okay, he's hit the blue.
Yeah, because he hit the...
One.
Good pot. Certainly knows how to control the cue ball around the black spot area.
Tep Cha knew.
9.
Pinch the frame and come right back to.
And sometimes these instances, Dennis, you know yourself, it's when there's only one ball you can play on. The one ball there like this, so makes you focus your mind a bit more.
You could see the nice little dome that.
25.
played a little screw.
33.
That's nicely done again.
And I did mention, and it is true, believe it or not,
41.
Stuart,
Well,
this
it's the
time.
first time he's
49.
decided to play on the yellow.
$52.
40 in front, so
As long as you stay on the
55.
table and keep scoring enough, that'll do. The red in. He's lucky he didn't leave one.
could have done without giving himself this bit of a headache here. He's still a strong favourite.
It's a good shot anyway.
Oh, he tried a thin snick there. No point in potting that red if he couldn't get on the black.
And the point, you could certainly get in behind blue. So that's why Stuart's given it full care and attention.
Tell you what, it's a terrific effort. What an effort this is. Not quite. Didn't seem to get enough side on that one. So. Yeah, very well played.
One.
Yeah, that should put an end to that, but they just dropped it in. Give himself a bit of aggravation.
I think he'll concede now. He looks over to Stuart and says,
4 and a
that's
fine.
enough.
Back we go.
Yeah, as Jason said, a little yawn there. So, well, he could be called Yon Bingtao, I suppose, but oh, he knocked so many of those in, and look what he's done straight away. He's still done.
Yeah, Stuart will just be sensing
1.
his opponent is starting to weaken a touch. And Stuart's experienced enough and being around the block.
9.
Oh, this is a type of. I see, he played a little screw back. Might be all right. No. So he'd done so much of the hard work.
Stuart Bingham.
Now, where's the cue ball going to finish up? The
1.
pink will go, but he's hampered.
Bingtao 1.
To where he is at the moment. And it's not a bad effort. Oh, that's a beauty. That's a cracking pot.
Yeah, good pot. Certainly the of the
5.
Well, he's certainly not.
you can see the pocket better. Well done. Good shot.
12.
Back in perfect position.
18.
A little bit of a problem. He's come down through the gap, so played it well.
Good recovery though, but
31.
he might be able to ignore the 2 that's near the
38.
pocket.
$45.
Could come down and play a cannon on those. Take the chance. Yeah.
$51.
Nicely played. As I say, he couldn't get right in behind it. Oh, that's brilliant. That's a terrific shot.
58. Bingtao.
And 63 in this frame. And Stuart's had a 40.
Foul. Stuart Bingham 4.
And that's one of the snookers. Yep, and
1.
Stuart still.
Bingtao 1.
That pink would have. This is a great effort here.
Nice target. If he can.
And that is. Well, that was a. And that might just.
1.
Showing terrific composure, this young Chinese player here. And I go back to his match with Neil Robertson too.
8.
And Stuart already had his mask on. He was
Absolutely. The eye of the tiger. Let's hand you back to our very own Rocky Balboa.
Is that me or John Barrett you're talking about, Jason? What do you think, John? Can this...
Might still be wrong if Stuart wins the next 2 frames, but it just had a look of not being an easy one to call.
Well, this is a bit of... he knew straight away he didn't make the correct contact.
Fancied him for that one. Mind you, what a shot that is. Absolutely excellent pot.
That was about the best he could do there from the yellow, and now he's left.
4.
He's negotiated the start of this break beautifully. Sometimes you just have to go into the pack.
And he's played it perfectly, but how often would you see?
Who knew that was there on the side of a spider, Dennis?
There we go.
That's it now. Everyone will be using the spiders. Oh,
26.
Great
He's one of those players that, well, he's proven.
34. $40.
play. And you've got to pot it as well. So I thought he was on it, but it looks like he hit the wrong.
The brown or the yellow. And he's got enough side on it to get over behind the brown and green. But the only problem here. I'll have a look at the table now. 47-point advantage, if Stuart was to get in, would mean nothing.
That was the cue ball. Absolutely perfect. Couldn't see anything but.
How's his judgment? It's going to come a bit narrow, is it? Yeah, it slid off the cushion and.
1.
Yeah, it's not quite executed correctly. And because of that.
8.
What I liked about his interview before this match.
Green goes in the centre of the pocket. Just needs to come lower than the pink though for that bottom red.
Well, you could say that was full-blooded. Look where the black's gone.
12.
I'm not so sure about that as a choice of shot, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but that was an interesting
90.
point you made there, John.
Fortunately, he's the experienced player. That's a pretty good return. Yeah.
This is a better shot if it keeps on running.
I can promise you that. Too thick, but it's going to work out all right.
That'll do very nicely. Plenty.
Foul. Bingtao 4.
Almost a little bit more pace. He was tight in behind the yellow. Doesn't want to knock the black safe. He may have a good cue ball, but look where the black's gone.
Well, that should be the end of the frame. What another cracking pot that was.
just so noisy when they put the rest and that away here. It's,
aren't V-shaped for a kickoff. And why they haven't got like a Velcro or something in there and just wouldn't make a noise at all, would they? It's not difficult.
so we've got that with the noise, and we've got Yan Bingtao using the spider sideways on.
You have to say at the moment, Dennis,
11.
he looks nicked a couple of frames early on. And this, well, young Chinese.
Yeah, as I
18.
mentioned earlier, he seems to get stronger the more pressure that's put on him. And that's an example of these fine cloths. Almost
25.
ace here.
33.
It is quite amazing.
36.
He's just walking around the table here as if he was in.
On Sunday. Yeah, so it's not there.
Yan
Great
Bingtao,
contribution
36.
For a guy that's so young.
Anything to say, John and Dennis, about Ken's little jibe?
Yeah, probably Ken was the one that invented turning the spider on its side. I've never seen him do it in the break off. And he's still just hitting it a little bit on the thinnish side.
Nicely played and beautifully cued off the bottom cushion, that was. Coming up a bit short, this.
Foul. 1.
Yeah, go back to Stuart's shot. If anything, he was trying to come in
9.
behind that red and
Keeping the cue ball nice and tight, which he's generally very good at.
17. $25.
and he's in line for
33.
the £15,000 for the high break.
Yan Bingtao, 40.
Now,
Not quite though. But look at the the yellows come to the rescue there. He seemed to be.
good cue ball this from Stuart. Very good cue ball. Which is as good as anything when you can knock that in. Well, that is just, that's a well done though.
9.
Appeared quickly. And now he's in a strong position.
16.
And a century.
75. 78. 82.
Wherever he gets it from, Stuart Bingham's going to have to drag it to stay in this year's championship. His opponent
87.
is definitely on a run.
$93.
That's 3 frames in a row, and that's a magnificent century.
Wouldn't put it past them, But it's a fascinating match.
Yeah, absolutely. Stuart Bingham still in this. Remember, he is the defending champion, and we are staying with this match live.
I have to say, that's been a department today that's been sadly deficient by his own very high standards. But he'll be happy with the outcome. Efficient manner.
Oh,
Foul.
dear me. And he's left the red next to the brown.
Plenty of reds available at the top end.
1.
And after one shot,
Bingtao 6. Foul.
thinks he can pot this, and he can. And if that slows up for a ball colour, chance number 2. Just enough weight to get down there would be an option. Happy now that he's going to play on pinks.
Played with a terrific amount of side, but even then he
6.
didn't avoid the cannon. Well, that's brilliant. Now, how's your luck? Bingtao. Yeah, no push shot.
30.
So it did work out. What a lovely...
But this is new territories.
20.
Looks like he's played for that red next to the black.
27.
So, options.
Yeah, it was never going to be a...
34.
Come up a little short. So he needs to get the cue ball close to that cushion there.
41.
I would suggest very well, Dennis.
Creeping. Well, can you believe it? Maybe having the cue ball. Yeah, it was quite amazing why he had the cue ball clean, because he was so far away from it. What? Now all of a sudden, has he just seen the winning post?
One.
Well, there's a bit of a chance.
Nicely judged. Play for that, Bingham. Get back aim
7.
and take it. As we've all mentioned, he's not really had any take tomorrow's final. And this could swing the momentum completely.
15.
But all pressure pots, he knows.
23.
Got into that a little bit too much. Is he hampered, or is he just...
This is
Oh, dear
31.
me. Now, what sort of angle has he got here? Oh, we could move it. Oh, he's got the double kiss. Is he going to take the double on?
Yep.
Stuart Bingham.
There's the snooker.
38.
Oh, he nearly went in off. He's got the red safe.
Diagonal. Cue ball in behind the green there, but hasn't hit it properly. But I think he'd be happy with the result.
Oh, the white's close. The white is close.
Yeah, just made sure he's on the thin side there, just trying to get the red. Oh, he didn't get.
It may not be a snooker, but it's a pretty good safety. Oh, he hasn't played this. Is he going to be lucky? He's not.
1.
That was a good strike.
Dear me, what a frame of snooker. Not so long ago it looked as if pressure on every pot now.
10.
Oh, cue ball's run on and the pink is stopping
30.
the pot into the middle pocket. Be a brave man to play the role behind the pink here. A brave man to play the role behind the pink.
Stuart Bingham.
And
30.
he hasn't got it.
That is brilliant. But is he on the blue? Is he on
4.
the blue? The blue won't pass the...
Bingtao. 4.
Oh, as he flunked the snooker back. Dear, oh dear. He had no idea where they were going to go there.
5. Miss.
Oh, that's a beauty. That's an absolute beauty.
5.
What a shot from Stuart Bingham. Okay. Absolutely
11.
incredible.
Fine.
The young Chinese
Stuart
player
Bingham.
looked touch there. Players not allowed to shake hands as they normally do before a deciding frame. There was a little smile at each other. That was nice to see.
Oh, what a pot
1.
that is.
And the blacks out of commission, but the pink's okay. I'm not sure.
7.
I just got into that too much there.
And you've got to pot the blue. Come up short with the save.
1.
Well, I tell you what, he almost finished.
It's there.
What's he left? Because that was a very difficult shot he took on there.
Stuart Bingham. 8. 1. 9.
Toast. 2 wing reds are available.
Seventeen.
So he could hold for the pink, so
24.
He could, and he couldn't have played it
32.
much better than that.
for the red that's closest to it.
$38.
So they drop that in for the 2 reds on the right. I think
44.
Wow. Once again, holding himself. You really got to
52.
admire this, because after what happened in the previous frame, a lot of players would have, for a 20-year-old John, this is quite extraordinary.
totally agree, Dennis. A long rest in the last game.
58.
Black to make absolutely certain. And that is brilliant. Stuart will play on,
Bingtao,
but barring
65.
4 snookers needed at the moment.
I'm saying nothing, Dennis.
Yeah. And probably a very fast one. Because he wants to leave the one next to the pink. Can he swing this right the way around the table?
Nine.
Just a little bit short of pace.
Good pot. Very good pot.
Stuart Bingham, 60. Foul.
Oh, decelerated on it. He didn't quite get. Yeah, he comes
Frame,
forward
match.
and the
Bingtao.
elbow.